Since I'm already up here, and I know you're going to want to be in this video anyway.
Oh, you do?
I'm going to talk to Jean-Luc.
Oh, yeah. Why do I want to be in it?
Well, because you're here, so I know you're going to interject at some point.
I will.
Miller tries to get in all our videos. But hey, guys, this is Jean-Luc.
Hey, everybody.
What's your official title on this tour?
D3 operator.
D3 operator. So you deal with content mostly?
Content,
on the video?
and then, yeah, the ingestion of the video signal from our director, Shelby.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't do much with cameras?
The cameras, I just ingest the cameras. And so, for example, we're using notch effects with the disguise, that D3. Okay. And so it's like live procedural effects.
Okay. And this is your console here?
This is the console using an MA system, MA2. And then it's over fiber, it's networked into the machines that are down.
It goes on all that stuff out there.
Yeah.
Just to show you. What made you initially get into video? Did you start with something else?
I actually started in audio, and what got me into video is a friend of mine who was in networking. I guess technically it's networking. So I started working in networking, like IT infrastructure, and then a friend and I were kind of invited to do a network infrastructure for a tour, up to BAM. It was like, oh, what's that? What are they doing there?
Oh.
And it was the disguise, and I was like, oh, that looks amazing. That looks like the future, da-da-da. So we both got into it, got certified and trained. And,
how long ago was that?
That was like 5 years ago.
Okay. And you started touring pretty instantly, or not?
About a year after that.
A year after that?
Yeah.
So, is this your first run with Volbeat?
This is my second run with Volbeat. The first
this
one,
year, though, right?
Exactly. The first one was earlier this year for the winter U.S. tour.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite thing about being out here?
My favorite thing about being out here?
Tour,
I mean, this run particularly has been all the new places that I've gone to, which has been incredible. So
everybody's felt that way, I think.
It's insane. I mean,
and especially the amount of days off we've had to explore. And
what a blessing. That's been
pretty
incredible. Great. Yeah, absolutely. So that's been great. And then also it's like all the people that you meet, the different characters, and like,
sure,
you know, it feels like there's a certain personality that can survive on the road, and they're all fascinating. Right. And I really love that. The stories, just the little things that you pick up. And
do you tend to miss it when you go home? Or?
I miss it so bad.
Do you really?
Oh my gosh! The first few days, 2-3 days, I'm okay usually, but after a week or so, I'm like, what do I do with myself?
You don't know what to do with yourself.
I have to cook food. I have to my thoughts are like running in my brain. What is going on?
Yep. I have a decompression period as well. I mean, I do want to get back into the studio and do music there or whatever, but yeah, it takes me like a week to kind of reacclimate to, okay, I'm not on the road anniemore. I'm not living out of a suitcase. My suitcase is open in my bedroom probably for a week before.
Oh my gosh, totally. Yep, 100%. I'm like, oh, just take this one out.
So this position for you, is this always the position you've had when you've been touring?
D3, yes.
D3, okay.
But sometimes as a programmer, sometimes as an operator, sometimes as just a tech.
Okay.
But yes, in the D3 world.
All right. Okay, one last question for you. What is the worst thing about touring for you?
I mean, I think it's the sacrifice of your personal life. I would say is the hardest thing for me.
Sure.
It's difficult to manage without saying too much, like all the mostly it's like the responsibilities that exist outside of the work environment. So my home life, the house situation, the mortgage, like all of these things, it's tough to handle all of that business when you're out on the road and you don't have time, or so it can just be difficult to handle personal business when out on the road. I think that's the toughest thing for me.
Yeah, I get that. Sure.
And then there's relationships as well. There's the relationships as well.
Yeah, and there's people that have kids, that away from their kids and they miss their kids. I get that too. Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you taking the time talking to me, man.
Absolutely, no problem.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.